Okay, we are selling shops now. The Beetle Boy is eating good tonight. This is soon to be building elimination. 40 bottom left-hand side, Laby upper right-hand side. It's, of course, every map brings you money. It's bragging rights. And it's also a little bit of the state of the matchup right now. Haven't seen too much Human vs. Undead recently. These guys will surely show us. While the majority of the scene plays all the randoms cups, 40 plays show matches. And one thing didn't change. That is Crypt Lord. And that is Archmage. Even though that doesn't seem to be the case for now. Laby not rushing 40 I mean. Not rushing instantly to the expansion. Takes his time, gets the level 2. Chop stays up, so Labyrinth not a fan of the double sell. With that, we'll take a little bit more time to get the resources for the Undead expansion. And 40 has to make the call if he wants to be super aggressive early or if he wants to creep as well. And it is an expansion on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side. Rush distance very big. Laby should be finished faster here, of course, as he took that as his first camp. Oh, Footy didn't get it. Close affair. That's level 2. More mana. Nice to have. Nice to see. 40 is... Oh my god. Ring of Region and Claws. That's the nuts. Usually 40 is roaming a lot. Once he gets level 3, storms across, uses the power of water elementals against buildings, upcoming buildings, existing buildings, ghouls, everything. And if you're roaming a lot, having more passive HP regen is phenomenal. And I don't think I have to explain to you that more damage is always more good. Plus the replenishment potion. You can't envision this any better. He isn't level 3 just yet though, but 1 beetle should be enough. We have no tower up here, and this is actually something that Fortitude did to the undeads. Not always go for the expansion, but have it a bit 50-50 between Expo and main, so you can't 100% know where to go for. I gotta say, focusing on this farm here, neat idea to keep him supply blocked a little bit longer. But that wouldn't have done too much, to be honest. So, feels like a little bit of a wasted attack. But, since he can pin down Fortitude in the south, there's no aggression in the north. And with the flank on the right-hand side, this is more ghoul aggression that 40 has to answer at some point. And he's threatening more ghoul surrounds, this time on a farm. And with the prep that he got before and with the impale, he's preventing repair. And that's a farm down. Laby fixed the farm. Footman, not part of the main with the arcane tower. This seems to be a hold. And 40 is indeed supply blocked. And that aggression bought enough time that Fortitude can't cancel this expo. Very good aggressive play. Usually Fortitude always finds a way with the staff, with boots, with movement, with splitting to put some pressure on the Haunted. But not in this case. Why is focusing Burrows such a big thing against Orc, but apparently less against other races? Burrows have heavy armor, and every other food-giving building has fortified armor. That makes it so piercing damage is a lot better against heavy armor than it is against fortified armor. And it's a lot easier to kick burrows than it is to kick cigarettes, farms, or moonwells. Mercamp, Book of the Dead! Could have forced the staff only. Holds it for a bigger moment. That is a water elemental kill though. Impale, sweet! Still a staff. But lots of damage done. Definitely time for the replenishment potion. Maybe there's another impale. 40 with an invite here. Enough right clicks, is it? And 40 just passes out. Forever? The Archmage at least. Well, not forever. Somehow dead people come back from the tavern. I don't really know how that works, but on the cost of a lot of mana, 40 gives up his Archmage. And Laby is looking steaming hot. as so often in this matchup. Footies have to do a lot of heavy lifting. And so far, that works. Retreating now, got the Berserker for piercing damage. Tech is running for a long time. He might lose a couple of Acolytes here, but it's not even the end of the world. The Necropolis is coming up. It is 3 Acolytes eventually. And Footman falling as well. So this Crypt Lord will at some point be incredibly strong. Tech for 50 more seconds. Tier 2 almost done. Ah, Laby over all the fighting forgot the altar. I mean, I can't get any gray hair, but this drives me wild. Nice Zeppelin purchase. Feels like a little bit of a waste of the Book of the Dead. There's some range units. The Berserker is helping as well, but no real threat to the Zeppelin. And it's getting very, very chaotic in the middle of the map. 40 comes back rather fresh after that kill, right? It's kind of similar to Gandalf. Comes back as Archmage the White. Gets the big kill, buys more time. And is catching up, and Tech gets the Zeppelin for more harass opportunities and more safe opportunities, as well as the Schrader. Big item still up for grabs. Archmage, gotta be careful, man. You really, really, really don't want to lose that Archmage again. But here is the perfect example of why that Ring of Regen is so good, and when that Ring of Regen is so good. Very unfair double team. Wait a minute. One more hit. That was a nice... escape. Okay, our first game out of 7 starts action-packed, back and forth. And it feels like Laby has lost a lot of momentum. Rotating out pretty much all the ghouls. Need some fiend support here. And 40 has all the time in the world. What's he doing with it? Getting his shop up, getting his Mountain King out, working on his tier 3. Everything, of course, oh, we're playing around the last hit. Got it. On Laby's side. Due to the late altar, the DK is late, the tier 3 is late. Can now go for slaughterhouses, though.
Forces are under attack.
Haven't seen an attack towards the base for a long time. Laby cleaned the middle, so that's good XP. We do have better solution against water elementals now with the arrival of tier 2, Wand of Negation, mana potion there as well. Laby was rich. 40 goes into 1 Rags, triple aviary, double workshop. Seems to be a bit of the norm, while Laby is chilling at 50, queues as many upgrades as possible to save some money. We still got a couple of footmen that can and will be donated to the Crippy. 4.3, not too bad. His time to shine will soon fade. As we get more and more air units, the usage of a Crypt Lord becomes less and less important. Feeds his footmen to the wolves, man. That's just gnarly. What did they ever do to you? 40 was bleeding quite a bit in the middle of the map. That Archmage kill, not great. But he powers his way back. Flak Cannon goes into upkeep now. Paladin, Griffins, ASAP, distracting. Feels like Laby misses his beat a little bit. He's still getting ahead in levels as the DK can creep, while the Mountain King is used for more focus fire. Stormbolt here, Stormbolt there. Tier 3 timing off by 45 seconds. Yeah.
Players' forces are under attack.
That is pretty much the time to build a third hero. Painful indeed. And that is very much an unforced error. Yeah, there was brawling in the middle. Still. If we criticize Night Elves for forgetting their Huntress Halls, we must be even more critical of Undeads forgetting their altar. Nice whip.
A player's forces are under attack.
Except if it happens to me. Then it's like... okay. Was part of the plan. Armies develop big mana potions. Super nice. No... okay, we do have a TP. Lich is coming as well. And we just run into the main. Very willing to trade a town portal here. Sweet Impale. That's of course still a way to use it. This big echo damage. Very big echo damage. Lich Nova does more. If only he had another Impale. Maybe he did have another Impale? Mass murder, lumber economy in shambles, and all the cost of a town portal. That was very good by Laby. Catches 40 off guard, and he has more to creep. Right hand side, up for grabs. Good thing for 40, he established a little wood bank already. So it's not the end of the world. Still getting the Crippler closer to 5. DK leveled a bit, half a level on the Lich already. And it's red spot time.
A player's forces are under attack.
Any Banshee transitions is the next question now. As we're preparing 80 food. Interesting to see that Laby didn't choose a spell for level 5. Yet. That's the downside of playing Griffins. Magic immune creeps take forever. Solo experience Mountain King. We've seen today plenty of times how good Stormbolt is. Worry, worry, worry. Legion Doomhorn, not the reward you were looking for. More strength and int on the Mountain King is very dope. Still 1,000 gold, still working on upgrades. 40 is fine. Attack onto a base with only 2 towers. Now there's no arcane anymore. Can he reach with Impale? He should be. Not using his mana. And it's a back and forth. Fortitude also. Pushing onto the Haunted, willing to crack that. It's an easy kill actually. Will he stick around and kill the rest of the base? No, just responding. Blacksmith down. 40 portals to the main. Seemingly has more time. Kill, 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 kill. We have a town portal on 40 as well. Rebuilding workers is not the end of the world. And he will not crack this town hall. We got a heal potion, 2 heal potions. Doesn't want to lose the heroes here, that's for sure. Gyros are coming in, get a good connection. Lich in trouble. Oh, this is not great for Laby at all. He lost control of this map. After the Archmage kill, interesting. Lich deleted by Stormbolt. Holy Light in a surround as well. Laby can only blame himself for this loss. If these pushes hit 40 seconds earlier, that's way more damage. No response to this loss here. The main bases are still running for 5 minutes. Mana potions all still available. But 40's army is incredibly strong. The heroes are getting incredibly strong. And while it didn't necessarily look amazing in the beginning, when he couldn't cancel the Haunted Gold Mine, or when he just lost his Archmage, 40 makes no unforced errors, has good decision making, cancels expansions again, and takes full control of this matchup. Perfect timing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Very much perfect timing. Yeah, getting that Lich back cost a lot, especially time. And then the next question, how do you deal with Griffin's long term? Not to defend the haunted gold mine was also certainly a choice. Mining re-established here, even though it's a lot of herd workers. Last chance, Laby! Catching some reinforcements. That's one Griffin for free. Would have been worse, actually. Supply blocked at 60. Archmage level 5. Paladin level 3. There should be no way. But you never know, man. With a strong hero nuke, maybe there is a chance. But if you coil defensively, there's no threat for these nukes. All signs point toward a 40 win. And he escapes with a little bit of murder. He is already ahead. He is getting further ahead. There's nothing to crack down on. Labyrinth is also supply blocked now. And the human heroes are well equipped. Sturdy, good levels. Plus in the very, very, very late game, where we kinda are right now, the Griffins are a threat that you can't deal with without Banshees or Necros. Laby's trying though. Another expo attempt. Problem is, not only does he have to secure his future, he also has to catch up. Massive clap. I love that adjustment by Fortitude. Clap over bash if the mana suggested, and that is just so much damage. You know it, the Mountain King against ground units, a weapon of mass destruction. There is a choice to go gargoyles against the Griffins, but yeah, not here. Fiends die in seconds. The Lich has PTSD from the last time he got deleted like this. Just a matter of a bolt or a holy light, as there's no real threat on the other units. You could just go for it or switch to the DK, and that is Fortitude with the clinic. Feels like Laby lost the game a bit at the lab. Contesting the lab occupied him quite a bit. It was rather nice to see him kill the Archmage, of course. But it was an instant buyback. He could afford it. And then it just take. And it is again a Dreadlord. Laby must have a new approach to this. He's been beaten so many times by rifle pushes. A Dreadlord can be incredibly strong if it's given the time, which is usually the first weapon for the Dreadlord. Altar Salt. Tick, 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 tick. Extra resources. Nice. And 40 with the classic opener here as well. Always a bit more on the creep heavy side. Again, the Ring of Regeneration, man. It pays off to creep these camps. Shadow Priest for Labyrinth as well, plus a very long sleep on units. Doesn't last that long on heroes. Lasts long on units. Interesting to see how much attention there was to the footman when the ogre was still up. Maybe it was hoping for the bloodlust to wear off, but that is not the case. So level 2 pretty much for free. Fortitude is leveling. And he's going 4 farm tech.
Player's forces are under attack.
Usually 4 farm is the indicator for an expansion. But in this case, it might just be more production. Got level 2.5. Using the militia to creep this camp. Is that exactly level 3? Knowing 40, this is exactly level 3. And then we have level 2 water elementals. And then again the question, what do you do about that? Shadow Priest safe to the side. Okay, he's gotten rid of the 1 water elemental. He reaches level 3. He got the mana for an additional water elemental, and that is so much pressure. 20 seconds till narrow. That's an easy Haunted Goldmine cancel. And Laby apparently starts to cancel them quicker, so he gets more resources back. Interesting. Very conservative with the mana too. He's not spamming the sleep, only goes for it when he knows he gets the surround, but there's very little to surround with. I don't know, man. This Dreadlord is these days not working out well. So he's canceling or abandoning the expo.
Players' forces are under attack.
Starting the creep. For another Shadow Priest. Okay. Still level 2.5. This Berserker must live. You can't donate that to the human. No chance. But Laby is fighting. He's cornering a Berserker. He gets the kill. And Shadow Priest did what Shadow Priests are supposed to do. Kill water elementals. This one still has some time. Another expansion attempt. Some rest on Blight seems necessary. And with that, no Dispel anymore. End game. Okay. Ah, gimmicky! Gimmicky Dreadlord. It's been figured out, guys. I think the Dreadlord has been figured out. Sad, but true. As much as we love a Dreadlord, in this day and age, 40 is a killer against this strategy. We get more Archmage, and we get a Lich. And this is what I've been advocating. And the Lich didn't work against Pally Rifle. But now that the Pally Rifle is dead, and it's not a threat anymore, and the Lich doesn't get hard countered by a Pally Rifle anymore, is it maybe time to bring back the Lich? You can play high tempo, heavy nuke, and the most important thing, it frees up your third hero spot. Why is that important? Because the Crypt Lord is really not good in the problematic late game when there's Griffins. Because Crypt Lord does nothing against Griffins. The Lich does. And you can go Dark Ranger. You can go Dreadlord. You can go Pit Lord. We'll see. So, Lich can still expand because of Skellies. It's just powerful. And ghouls, first and foremost. He's contesting the middle. Is that just for the XP? He can't prevent level 2 anymore. Since he's a bit late, he can't also get level 2. 2 little advantages so far that I would give to 40. And you need to build an expansion at some point, right? Are you expanding in the middle or are you tracking back at some point? Feels like Labyrinth is already expecting an expansion. But 40... not really a fan of doing anything substantial before level 2.5. So here's where the Lich gets the Dark Ritual. This is how he gets his mana back.
Players' forces are under attack.
But he has to walk all the way back to the expansion spot. But he's just Tekken. One base Lich Ghouls. Rare to see one base approaches, eh? Going for the Footman Surround. That works. This guy is gonna be deleted. Any creep steals? would slow down Fortitude towards level 3 when the water elementals get extremely oppressive. Good chip damage on that Lich always. I think Fortitude plays this really well. And the Cloak of Shadows. Life-saving item. Will he catch? Oh, Nova! Not enough. And now the Lich gotta run. He doesn't have reveal. And he doesn't have mana anymore. 40 gotta be very careful here. 2-3 kills ready to go. But man, 40 with extraordinary early game items. Either the Ring of Regen or now the Cloak of Shadows. He gets exactly what he needs when he needs it. This pressure play though makes it so you gotta pre-build the shop. Go for a Scroll of Regen. Arcane Tower will Arcane Tower will be late. Town Hall will be late. And Laby is pushing. Pushing tier 2. He didn't sell the altar. Wand of Negation versus Water Elementals. And now what?
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Restarting the camp. Really? Right when Fortitude is pushing into his main. That's a bad timing. Or a fantastic timing if you're 40 or a 40 fan. That's 1 ghoul down. That's soon to be 2. He's only exposing the footman, not the archmage. Deals good damage on acolytes. Oh man, Laby bent and broken here. Gets level 3, gets rid of 1 water elemental. For the second one, he doesn't have enough charges. It's so much damage. Oh my god. Economy for Laby in shambles. Tech delayed. Expo impossible. Wolves are only coming back now. Surround opportunity. Too late. And this was Footman without defend. Holy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Great distraction. And Laby has to tap out again. Oh my. Very early tap outs. Not good. 40 fueled by the rage over losses to Fortitude, and Kaho has to prove the world that he still got this. And oh my god, does he have it. Lich again. Springtime, Tide Hunters, sometimes Autumn Leaves. He's not giving up on the idea. I like it. I think Lich is the future. But it's not as simple as switch out a hero, keep everything else the same, and start owning. Gotta adjust timings, creep routes, balance between offense, defense. It's a different game. But if someone has experience with Lich first, it's Laby. He introduced this to the world. So we'll see. Fortitude has 2 choices if he figures this out. 1 base rifle push against an expansion or Expo himself. Whatever he wants to do. This is the best foundation, biggest camp that he can get immediately. He assumes that he has a lot of time. And with that assessment, he's correct. As the undead usually is always going for an expansion early. Oh my god, Sobi Mask. Are you kidding me with these items, man? Ring of Regen, Cloak of Shadows, and a Sobi Mask. Every first item drop for Fortitude is perfect. Not saying he's winning the games just because of it, but saying it's a big help in a match where he's the favorite and up 3-0. It's rough.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lich sharking around. Again, it seems like Fortitude is confusing him a little bit with the creep routes. He's on. There's nothing there. Okay. Wonder if that can be scouted earlier. So the Lich arrival is more precise. Easy deny. No, that doesn't even need to spend time. So Ghoul Skellies puts them in hurt. Can go for the base, can go for the turtles. Archmage Sharking. This is gonna be big Novas. And big damage. That's worker number 2. Seems like Laby finally gets a foot on the ground in the early game. We have another charge of Rod of Necromancy. Sees the Archmage coming in. Not the Archmage coming, the Footman coming in. As the Expo was cancelled in the meantime by Archmage only. Plus the Acolyte. Laby, not the presence of mind for the multitasking. Too much focus on murder. It is more fun than to defend, that's for sure. But there's some mercy on 40's side. Only 13 workers remaining. And then he's pulling 6 to the Expo. Good economy management. Has the lumber. Producing workers immediately. And of course water elementals over and over and over. Mana is ready for another Nova. More workers? We'll see. Good timings by Laby this time. Where's the Nova gonna end up on? Workers or Footmen? Gotta fight both. For now keeps it conservative. Holds on to the Nova. Dangerous, dangerous territory here. Can always be cornered, can always be surrounded, and then the game is over. Archmage makes his way across again. 1 minute till the Undead Expo. On the other side, we don't have a human Expo, so that helps. And it's just Mass Tier 1. No threat on the Archmage. The Footmen have yet to come in. And we start Expo construction very soon. Power build Expo around about 600 gold. That should be fine. He just dealt with the Water Elemental and in come the footies for more damage. And another cancel. You gotta cancel. Yep, there's no other way. Very strong Fortitude here, man. Yesterday versus Focus, he looked a bit shaky. Some decision-making errors, but I also feel like he's way, way more comfortable against Undead. I mean, that's been his main practice goal for the past 2 years, right? To finally defeat Happy. He is at home here. Will he now let go? Claws, bot. Archmage! Surrounded! Okay. Good TP. And there's no Town Hall coming up. Only an Arcane. Only a shop. And the Archmage is super hurt in the absence of a shop. This is by far Laby's best early game. What will it lead to though? More kills, more kills. 3.1. Lich wants to accelerate. Every level is extremely meaningful as you get more mana and more damage with every step. We still got 10 ghouls. 30 seconds. Clock is ticking for 40. An early level 4 Lich might be able to give him enough map control to just dominate this match. But he's quite far away. Needs some investment still. And you see Laby is respecting the Lich progress. Sends the Water Elementals back early. Only throwing Footmen in. Lich gets baited a bit out of this situation. Pet Expo's up, and I don't think you can do anything about it.
Players' forces are under attack.
The Water Elementals do so much damage though. And there's no Wand of Negation just yet. Laby trying to save every ghoul possible. Water Elementals, just clean it up, man. Wash that filth away. But I don't think he finds any meaningful targets. He's drastically reducing the number of ghouls. And that is a rise in Archmage levels. Big time. So 40 is taking control in that regard. And that also means he's taking control in mana. Insane distraction push by Fortitude, to be fair. As long as there's 2 Water Elementals up and there's no Wand of Negation yet, this is a nightmare. Wait, is he only now Tekken? I felt this was running for a while.
Town is under siege.
You see that Laby is very hurt. He got that ritual dagger, but too afraid to use it at the moment. What an obnoxious play, man. What an obnoxious play. Exactly the way you're supposed to play it if you're the human. And one Water Elemental disappears, the other one pops up.
Players' forces are under attack.
It is time to retreat now, finally. Looks like it. Ooh, Lich can heal, finally. No more Roll of Necromancy, but skeletons are available. And both expos are up. Tech advantage for Laby. This time he did build the altar, which is damn fine. Won't cost him 45 seconds this time.
Are under attack.
And level 4 is around the corner. Yo! Big delicious sea cow! Holy! Where are these 10 gift subs come from, my dude? Much appreciated. Did we break the 1700 finally again? Guys, you're doing a lot of heavy lifting here today. Appreciate it. Happy bonus season. Love it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lich level 4. This is the moment where you're supposed to dominate. With tons and tons of Nova. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. Gets the last hit. Big mana potion. Lovely. He's so lucky to get out of there. No staff. No portal. No potion. That's great support. Thank you, Mr. Seacow. $40, calm as a rock. Goes for double Rex or potentially early and fast Knights. And with that, Griffins will probably be delayed, huh? Will we see the expected power of a Lich? Or has that faded?
A player's forces are under attack.
Laby again, similar to Autumn Leaves. Stays below 50 for a long time. Queues Fiends upgrades as fast as he can. DK levels are good, indeed. Mountain King Sobi Mask. Delicious. So trying to contest now. Backstabbing a little bit. This null did go to 40, unfortunately. Double kill with that Nova, and that's exactly why the Lich is so strong. Endless mana, thanks to Dark Ritual and the Skeletons. As long as you have good Fiend control and spam that Rod of Necromancy, you should be in a dominant position. And Laby is doing a wonderful job cleaning this up. But he's not through. Not at all. Both on 2 bases. Level advantage second hero, but that is the big advantage. Knight's Gyros is the way. Fiend Destroyers is the other way. And shop control. No invul for the human. Should be allowed.
A player's forces are under attack.
Boom. Level 4, level 3. Whew, thankfully, Laby has a good game with the Lich. Otherwise, Remo and I would be looking like fools. As we were advocating for a Lich for a long time. Dark Ranger now. Silence, Black Arrow, prevents spells. Is Destroyer ready yet? Now it is. Sweet timing. Oh, what a sweet timing. Full mana Destro. Off we go onto the Arcane. And once this Arcane is done, that is so much damage raining in. Could even get the Shredder. We do have a TP. Easy pickups. The Orb of Annihilation wears that name for a reason. Nova, Orb, Towers gone. Workers suffering big time. Yeah, by far Laby's best game of the series. And it's hard to reach. Behind the buildings. Gyros have to fly in. The Fiend is right there. Might get a couple of ghouls here, we'll see. But oh man, that nuke is strong. We still have the heal scroll. We still have a big mana potion on the DK for many coils. Might need one on this Destro. Heal scroll first. Trades against Knights. That is super good trades. Feels like he's giving up these Destroyers on purpose to switch into A-bombs, and that's exactly what's happening. Wants another Knight. Is that the time to TP out, or is he willing to do more? Oh, is he overstaying his welcome here? Lich holds the front. No more Wand of Negation. Deals with the Water Elemental. So level 5, another coil. Did that give him enough mana? He has it now, and 40 doesn't want to lose his dwarf. Man, Laby showing some balls here. Laby showing some balls here. Staying in the corner. Perfect fighting position. Hard to engage into. And puts his name on the board. Chalk it up. Altar points towards the Magi and the Tuskar. So he's going to creep first, then Expo. And on the other side, Expo it. Must be. Back to the Crippy. Not exactly sure what makes a great Lich map in Laby's mind. We've seen strong Liches also here on Northern Isles, also on something like Last Refuge. If you have more insights on that, everybody, let me know. My eyes and ears wide open. It surely is about the ease of expansions. But somehow you can make expansion work as undead on every map. Even on concealed. But let's see about it. Creeping starts as promised. Footman confirms, okay. You're not wild and go for a Lich here. This is my territory. This is where what I know. This is the timings that I know inside and out.
A player's
Okay, we are selling shops now since we're Labyrinth. Okay, this is the Happy influence. Happy did this first in the Super League semifinal versus Fortitude. That gives you even more resources back, even faster. You gotta play without a shop for a while, but this is as fast as possible. So if 40 can cancel this, it's an even bigger disaster. But as you see, this is so fast. It's fragile AF, but it's fast. It's nice to see that Laby is also willing to go Happy's route and not just the other way. Usually Laby is the influencer and people copy him, while other people like 120 refuses to play what Happy is playing. Got evasion here. Oh my god, man! 40's items are mental. Went of mana stealing against the Crypt Lord. Amazing. He's so mana hungry. Then he gets claws and mantle. It's just extraordinary item luck. Plus a fast level 3. That's one impale. I don't think he has a second one. 40 is just breaking through. He's not interested in that skirmish at all. Leave me alone. I want to do my own thing. I'm not dancing with you. Laby though, pushing a little bit, causing some delays, but this is crucial. 8 seconds. And that's the Haunted Gold Mine up. That's the difference between selling the shop or not selling the shop. 40 was probably not expecting this, as it is such a happy play.
A player's forces are under attack.
But that's what saves his expo. And he has some big losses in the north. Laby didn't use the wand of mana stealing. Very interesting to see that. He could have had another water elemental right now. Or after this one expires, I guess. And Crypt Lord still has mana. This impale isn't necessary. 40 is starting to make mistakes and Labyrinth punishes him for it. Now the town hall is gone, but there's a lot of peasants to be rebuilt here. Now there's no mana to be drained anymore. In the meantime, this has been cleaned up. Mining is starting. And this has been the best Crypt Lord play so far by Labyrinth. Good delay, little advantage, and we fortify. Happy had a number of delayed tier 3s because he didn't build back the altar. Yeah, exactly. That happened to Labyrinth in game 1, unfortunately. So the undeads are not without flaws in that regard. Keeping the mana pool very, very low is the Crypt Lord. Archmage got boots now, super obnoxious. But so are the beetles. Not interested in fighting water elementals. Just let them do the thing. We got a staff if we need them. And this is super impactful. He's even losing footmen to beetles. 40 played a Showmatch very early on in the day. Then he played this one later in the day. Maybe concentration is slipping a little bit. There's a lot of HP on that Crypt Lord still. Archmage got super hurt in the process. Doesn't have to fear an impale because mana just isn't there. And Laby is adjusting nicely by going beetles. The mana you can accumulate over time, slowly but steady. Oh, gets the kill here. Gets the kill there. Jesus! Best of 7 or play all 7? Play all 7. Laby is just peacefully mining. Nobody bothers these acolytes. And 40 is in a little bit of panic mode for his standards. Good news for all the Undead fans out there. Altar is coming in time. So is the graveyard, so nothing's been forgotten about. Shop was also rebuilt. And a second one even. That's so nice. With the new strength of Undeads, using, or depending on who you ask, abusing the Wand of Negation is the strongest thing you can do against Archmages, and this Archmage is hella strong. So is the Cryptlord though, level 4. Same as the Lich, this is where he starts to dominate. For a short period of time. Wild Ride. Very, very wild ride.
Players' forces are under attack.
40 is a minute behind in tech. Needs a shredder. Needs the time. Haven't seen any attacks in the past, what is it? 3 minutes? 4 minutes? Just illusions here. Nothing to worry about. Same here. What's the build then for 40? No Zeppelin. Doesn't indicate any drops. We've seen Knights Gyros. We've seen Knights Gyros Griffins. Big mana. Okay, it feels like we're very well equipped for what's to come. 40 goes 8 charges of Wand of Negation. That's 400 gold plus the potion, 550. Bank gone.
A player's forces
I like the fact that he keeps some ghouls here. Just to be ready for these run-bys, plus keeps track of them. Good scouting. Yeah, Laby finds his footing in game 5. Threatening this again. We got a bit of a wall off. Not sure if that holds here actually. Fiend Steel with the Archmage. Cryptlord with an Impale. Saving the Ziggurat. Very pleased with the play. It's 2 more kills here. For sure. Getting closer and closer to 5. And human ground units, you don't have to build them anymore when there's a Cryptlord level 5. Too good. Except if you maybe get some support from the creeps that backstab you there. Oh, the reveal. Oh, snap. Fiend down, aiming for an Archmage. Misses the surround. And now he has the Ring of Regeneration to get healthy again. It was the big mana potion and he fumbled it. Big mistake for Laby, unfortunately. Will that cost him too much? Before the Wand of Mana Stealing comes into play, we once again dash through the Impale. The statues aren't done here yet. He wants the big item. Here 3 around the corner. Griffin Aviaries coming, 3 of them. So it's very similar to what we've seen on Autumn Leaves. And then we'll see if Laby, with better timings, can do more damage. Expo timing, better. Tier 3 timing, better. DK, just because he was not forgotten, already way better levels. Stork, thank you for the 28. Seems like 40 still willing to poke. Limited success. Limited, very limited progress on this Mountain King. And very few tools outside the normal army. Cryptlord closing in on 5. Lich is out. And this game, Laby didn't bank too much. Went straight into upkeep. Web upgrade only now when he needs it. And this is pretty similar to the destroyer push that we've seen on Tidehunters. Bit of a game of chicken. 40 is pushing. Laby is pushing. Towers gone again. And this is also level 5. What damage is done here? Not much. So we put our eyes to Fortitude's expansion, or shall I say Fortitude's former expansion, because Laby is crushing it. Selling the shop early on buys him the 8-10 seconds that he needs. And since 40 couldn't get a cancel, he never really got a foot on the ground. Very good multitasking by Labyrinth in the early game. Want to remind you that Happy copied Laby many, many times. And 120 will never, ever, 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 ever copy Happy builds. You know, you see it in the matchup versus Night Elf. When 120 is fast expanding, Happy is expanding at tier 3. When 120 is expanding at tier 3, Happy is fast expanding. Like the polar opposite always.
A player's forces are under attack.
We are not selling the tome. That's interesting. Still seems to be a somewhat clean creep. Little bit of cool surface area missing, maybe. Okay, level 2 up, Crystal Ball. For now, Archmage items not that meaningful. Gotta pull back. This is a level 3 creep route again. And it's counter aggression. I'm really curious. I would love to know
Town is under siege.
why Laby went for the shop sell in game 5 and not in game 6. But hey, maybe he's just right.
Player's force
Maybe he's just right. Anyway, Riplord Impale hits a lot, but not leading to any meaningful kills just yet. But maybe now. Worker dead. Footman was harassing a bit, is on the right hand side. Nice cover here in the back. Maybe. Chat, are you alright? I get a little disconnect in my chat, but I don't think I got it in my stream. So it should be fine. 40, how much punch do you have? 40 seconds. Can I once again bless the people at Blizzard Entertainment for this timer? The timer is so good. Well, the timer is apparently not fast enough for Laby though. Cryptlord is here. No mana. Needs to block. Needs to surround. Archmage in range. Can he do enough damage? There is no water elemental. Oh my god. It's so close. 17 seconds. TP must be forced. One. This is not enough. This is not enough. Laby holds with the clean surround on the Archmage. And he got the Ghouls here as well. Almost got rid of the people building the shop. Dude, the back and forth. The Ghoul terror in the north. Jesus, Laby. Did you just, I don't know, did he get substituted after game 3?
Good games, dear Hoyter. Smile. Good games for you, sir.
Thank you, the real Hansen. We had spectacular games indeed. Freaking Telestaff. Well done. And this 1 base, 2 base. This is a disaster for Fortitude. He's luring Laby into like a false premise of expanding here again.
All the undead towers say, OP.
OP! That's a funny one, Mr. or Mrs. Horse. We have to call for arms. Guys, this game 7. This game 7, this total annihilation in Warcraft 3. Does it even matter if Fortitude is killing the Expo here? There is a tally staff. But does it matter? The Beetle Boy is eating good tonight. Archmage is level 4 though. But I mean, what's even left? What's even left of this economy? The Town Hall will go down. He has 9 workers. The Crypt Lord... oh, if only he had an Impale here, man. Yeah, it's an Expo 4 main bale trade. It's all gone. It's all gone. And more corpses mean more beetles, mean more damage. How much longer will the militia last? Okay, quite a bit. Dude, if 40 salvages this game, it would be absurd. It's 3 workers. I mean, army is good and all. We got a lot of footmen. Not taking that away. But that was mass murder in Fortitude's main base. I guess all you gotta do is hold your own main. Acolytes are here. Keck. You still gotta hold that main. Attacking straight in his face. The disrespect. 40 also blocked at 24. No resources for a town hall. He's a Expo in the north. Not the most regular position. But hey, having that as a backup when you're supply blocked anyway, it is probably the best thing to do. Would have been even funnier if he expands at Fortitude's former main base, but he's too mannered for that. In a weird, weird world, under weird, weird circumstances. Because it's 40, I can see him win this game. How realistic is this? I mean, this is soon to be building elimination. And we have 2 workers left. And that base is way too sturdy. Way too sturdy. 5 buildings. I mean, there's no mining. We have a lot of acolytes in the north, though. 3 buildings. And 40 has zero clue about what's happening in the north. Zilch. And every footman that's dead will stay dead. We almost hide farms, but the creeps wake up. Oh no. The ghoul takes care. That's the second last worker. And that's game. 3-3, everybody. From 0-3 to 3-3. Is it the full reverse sweep? That would put 40's misery this week to a max. Lost to Kaho. Lost to Focus. Lost to Laby. While we load into game 2, shout out to the sponsor of this month, Opera GX, the browser built for gamers. If you're playing yourself, you don't want your browser to clog up all the resources for your CPU and RAM or your network. Opera GX takes care that that doesn't happen. If that sounds appealing to you, you can find the link to the browser, our affiliate link to the browser, in the description. Thank you very much for the attention, and off to the next game. Good lord. Archmage. We're not going for the lab. Only the small orange. Solid distraction. This camp is so hard. This footman might disrupt it big time. Impale first Expo. Really? Does the Impale make it so the Perch is not going to skeletons? Or beetle? I mean, there are no beetles, but you can creep this camp without any purges? Is that the big reason for Impale? This is the happy copy. He did not sell the shop though.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh wow. Super interesting. What do you got now? Lots of HP and armor. Can't afford any ghouls right now. 40 on the other side of the map. Staff, I guess. Absolutely. No target to staff onto, though. So, who's... Oh, there is no staff. Archmage is just running to the right-hand side. Oh, he does have a staff. Sorry, I confused the sides. Lol.
A town is under siege.
This looks like a guaranteed cancel. Hoodie's in a better position. Narrow tower up, but we have seen this a million times, and this is impossible to stop. So Laby has to make a decision. Try to hold and build it again. Or tech. And how expensive can you make it? Level 3 acquired. The narrow tower helps. The ghouls did a solid-ish job. But they also suffered quite a bit. Oh. Footman position is odd. No gold at the moment for the gold mine. Nice snipe. Mana for 40 looks tremendous. And I don't feel the Crypt Lord impact so far. Aiming for the Archmage, but again, whoa, stops the water elemental before it goes through, but does it matter? 3 footmen. How many footmen do you need? I guess 3 is more than enough alongside Archmage. This time he can't force the TP or a staff. Nasty! He's not even making that very expensive. Laby overwhelmed. 40 in full force again. That's the 40 of game 1 to 3. And here's the Archmage back at home when the Beetles were supposed to slow this down. But 40 massive lumber issues. Whatever happened to his lumber slows him down big time. Big time. Little oversight here to another attack. Now, it's even.
A player's force
Now it's even.
A town is under siege.
There shouldn't be a way for 40 to cross or staff across the map and cancel this again. No way. Crypt leveled a little better. No tower in the main.
A player's forces are under attack.
Interesting game. 3 ghouls here for defense. Scouting a lot. Lots of multitasking happening, as well as beetle healing at the fountain. Talking about efficiency. Yeah. 40 plays a defensive game. Laby bought enough time. That's Acolyte number 5. That's the tech. Pretty much at the same time. Bit ahead for 40. Next most important thing for Laby, do not forget your altar. And fortify.
Players' forces are under attack.
Altar coming. Yeah, he knows he needs the safe spot here. Yeah, for sure. Roll of healing. Oh, 40 is committed. It's gonna be a big attack. Could land on the graveyard. Ghouls are pulled already. Base defense is not ideal with bleeding ghouls. Put me on the other side. Not too healthy either. Every water elemental is big experience. I don't know if he has the damage for it though. As we're breaking through again. Man, this wild football game between 40 and the undeads. How strong is the defensive line? No additional tower unlike the early harass. Blade cancelled. No counter pressure. Trying to force his staff as fast as possible, but that's what the heal scroll was for. Water Elemental dealt with. Here's the next one. Crypt Lord level 4. Impale level 2. Way bigger stun duration. Way more damage. But Acolytes are falling. Can be rebuilt as the second Necropolis is never late. Unlike the altars. And this is getting a bit expensive for 40. Without crippling the tech tree. If this attack ends up in the main, I guess it can go for the graveyard and delay everything. Here, it's a bit of economy cost. But that's about it. Another kill. So many ghouls here. Unfortunate last. E3 on the way. E3 on the way for both sides. 40 still has that 15-second tech lead. And a massive economy lead.
A player's forces are under attack.
With Navies right away. 40 is in a very good spot, I'd say. Even though he's a bit underleveled, Cryptlord will fall off. With Sharkin. Not enough mana for the Water Elemental right now. Note to Blizzard, I'd love to have the HP bar back for buildings in production. That'd be great. And workshops now. Will these workshops be in time? I guess so. Laby stays at 50. Unlike Northern Isles, where he broke up to 65, 70 food instantly. Calm before the storm. A bit annoying that he didn't unlock Brilliance Aura 2. And the DK is coming. The strength, the power spike of Water Elementals are out. Is gone. As we have the Wand of Negation. Is it? Big timing race now. Get a Shade. I don't know if that's useful, to be honest. I know he has one spare Acolyte, but it costs a lot of lumber. And Gyro Scout Shades pretty much right away. Base very exposed. Also this base very exposed. Fortitude never fortified up against the Destroyer push. One gyro only. 40 is so rich. He needs to start production yesterday. Gyros are missing. Gyro production clearly missing. He's a bit lumber starved. Okay, now we're getting there. Impale for the steal, lovely. Almost getting another one here. Progress is slow. For 40. 6 charges over the necromancy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Red spot, biggest item. 40 sees it. Makes the conscious choice to go for the lab. Uninterrupted red spot for Labyrinth. God damn. Helm of Valor. More strength, never wrong. Timing is coming. The big timings are coming. We have Beetle Vision here. 3 Griffins.
A player's forces are under attack.
Big army for 40 now. Way bigger than the armies he had before. Still working on the levels. Shade, I don't think holds any value, to be honest. And everything will be back at full health with almost full mana to do whatever he wants to do. So many griffins. Jesus. Trying to tower up. Trying to creep up. He's so hurt on that fiend. I don't see him defending that. Laby has no TP. Oh my. He's somewhat close to a shot, but this free damage for 40. So many griffins hammering down, destroying acolytes. Here comes the TP. How do you engage? Apparently you don't. Destroyer saved by the bell. That wasn't necessarily as effective as I thought it's gonna be. 3 attack upgrades. Map's empty. It's only 1 destroyer. But then, yeah, what do you do instead? He doesn't have the gold for Banshee transition. Mountain King isn't 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
This is everybody's game. Let's be honest. This comes down to who makes 1 mistake. Seven Griffins though. Not the best upgrades. Invo Potion ready. Scroll of the Beast ready.
A player's forces are under attack.
No Garg transition possible against Gyros. This seems impossible. Oh, the Lich got level 3. That's a crazy upgrade. 40 still has 1,000 gold. Is he willing to break into high upkeep and lose a lot of economy? Double heal scroll. Mostly fiends. Beast scroll as well. Lich is a beast. Labyrinth can do that. Is the call. Can he strike before 40 is at 100? The question was at the beginning, was Labyrinth Super League performance just a fluke? Or can he cement himself as one of the top players? I think we have that answer already, regardless of the outcome. Both have town portals. Who does more damage? 40 is close to 100, willing to rotate out a lot of ghouls here. Workers suffering, we go straight for the town hall. 40 on the other side, going for towers first. Clap is nice, burning through mana. Town hall will fall. And now, can you hold this? With a bit of tower support, everything is clumped up. Oh! That was almost an invite to Storm Hammers and Clap. Scary, scary, scary moment. Laby is theoretically still mining. If he gets Acolytes back. But he's supply blocked. And now, you gotta fight with 20 food less. Stuck on 69, nice. Well, depends what position you are. Griffin for free. Can Laby shark around, grab some reinforcements? There's not much in production. Ghoul run by, aiming for 40's economy again. Can portal out whenever. 40 doesn't have a town portal, he gotta run. And the ghouls are here. Ching, 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 ching. Left, right, left, right, left, right. And now he knows the army is on the left-hand side. He can pounce on the main again if he wants to. Buying time for his own acolytes to come back now that the ziggurats are opened up again. Smart play, Laby. But 40, all the patience in the world. And this is something you can't fight. You can't fight. Never, ever, 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 ever can you fight this. Heal scroll barely noticeable. Destroyer disappears in seconds. Laby, is this really what you want? The fiends are disappearing so quickly against the gyros. Lich also being deleted. Invo potion saves him. But this is way too many hammers coming from Mountain King. Griffins level 3. He can do whatever he wants. And by God, why Laby isn't portaling out here immediately escapes my mind. And his as well. GG. A bit anticlimactic, but Laby wasn't built for that last fight, unfortunately. Lost a bit of patience. Maybe misjudged the situation a little bit. That was 40 smashing that last fight. It was an invite, if we're honest. That was an invite and a bit of a gift by Laby, but he can still hang with the best. We get some Lich experiments. Some went well, some didn't. Almost a reverse sweep, but 40 is too clutch. In most cases, he's too clutch.